I found out my wife was cheating because she started smiling at her phone again. I'm 34. My wife is 32. We were together for 11 years, married for 7. If you'd asked me 6 months ago whether I trusted her, I would have laughed at the question. She was my person. We built a life together from nothing. We weren't rich. We didn't travel every month. We had a tiny townhouse, an old golden retriever, and a routine that probably looked boring to everyone else. To me, it was home. Things changed so slowly I didn't even notice. She started keeping her phone face down, started taking longer to answer simple questions, started going to the gym after work. I actually encouraged it. You deserve some time for yourself. I remember saying that. I hate that I remember saying that. One night I made her favorite pasta, candles, wine. I wanted to surprise her because she'd been stressed. She walked through the door, looked at the table, and sighed. Not because she was happy, because I had interrupted whatever conversation she was having on her phone. She smiled at the screen, then looked at me like I was an inconvenience. That was the first time something inside me broke. For weeks I convinced myself I was insecure. Maybe work was just hard. Maybe she was depressed. Maybe marriage just gets like this. Men tell themselves a lot of lies when they don't want to lose the person they love. Then one Saturday, she left her Apple Watch charging while she showered. A message came through. Last night was worth every risk. I stared at it for what felt like an hour. I didn't need to unlock anything. Didn't need to investigate. Didn't need closure. I already knew. She came downstairs humming, saw my face, saw the watch, didn't even deny it. She just sat down, like she'd been expecting this day. I wasn't planning for you to find out like this. Not, I'm sorry, not, it isn't true, just, I wasn't planning for you to find out. I asked one question. How long? She whispered. 8 months. 8 months. For 8 months, she'd kissed me goodbye before going to see someone else. For 8 months, she'd told me she loved me. For 8 months, I'd been making dinners, fixing things around the house, planning our anniversary. While another man was getting the version of her I kept begging to see again. I asked if she loved him. She cried. That silence answered everything. The worst part wasn't the cheating. It wasn't the lies. It wasn't even imagining them together. It was realizing I had spent months blaming myself. I thought I wasn't romantic enough. Thought I worked too much. Thought maybe I'd gained weight. Thought maybe I needed to try harder. I was carrying guilt that never belonged to me. She moved out 2 weeks later. She left with clothes, pictures, half the furniture. The dog stayed with me. Funny enough, the dog refused to go with her. Animals don't understand affairs, but they understand who stayed. A month later, she texted, "I miss us." I stared at that message for a long time. The old me would have answered in seconds. Instead, I wrote, "You don't miss us. You miss having someone who would have done anything for you." Then I blocked her. Now it's been almost a year now. I still have nights where I wonder what I did wrong. Then I remember, loyal people don't lose disloyal people. Disloyal people lose loyal ones. I'm not saying every man gets cheated on. I'm not saying every woman cheats. I'm saying this. If someone can watch you love them every single day and still choose to betray you, you were never the problem. The hardest part of healing wasn't learning to trust someone else. It was learning that I deserve better than someone who made me question my own worth. If you're reading this because you're going through the same thing, eat, sleep, call your friends, go to the gym, cry if you have to, but don't chase someone who had to lie just to keep you. One day you'll stop wondering why you weren't enough, and you'll start wondering why you ever thought you weren't.